Transgender female former student, 28, armed with two assault rifles and a handgun, kills three 9-year-old kids and three staff members at a Nashville private Christian school after writing a manifesto and drawing maps of church campus. Six people, including three children, are dead after a transgender shooter opened fire at a private school in Nashville, Tennessee, killing three 9-year-olds and three staff members. The shooter was 28-year-old Audrey Hale, who at one time attended the school. Police said she identified as transgender, and online profiles show Audrey used he/him pronouns. At around 10:13 a.m., she opened fire at the Covenant School, killing three 9-year-olds, of which are Evelyn Dickhouse, Haley Scruggs, and William Kinney. Substitute teacher Cynthia Peak, 61, head of school Catherine Kuntz, 60, and custodian Mike Hill, 61, were also killed. It's unclear what Hale's motive was, but police believe she attended the school at some point. She had detailed, drawn maps of the school and had been surveilling it, according to the police. We have a manifesto, we have some writings, we have a map drawn out of how this was all going to take place, said Nashville Police Chief John Drake. The small school is run by a church and does not employ a school resource officer. Shortly before 10 a.m., the woman entered the school through a side door and began opening fire on the second floor. It's unclear how she gained access to the building. Police say all the doors were locked. Police have arrived at the scene and heard gunshots coming from the second floor. By 10:27 a.m., she had been shot dead. She was armed with two assault-style rifles and a handgun. Parents had been told to collect their children from a nearby church, but no other information has been given. I know this is probably the worst day of everyone's lives. I can't tell you how sympathetic we are, said Metro police officer to parents as they waited nearby. Neighbors of the school watched as parents frantically rushed to the scene to find their children. One parent said, "You don't send your kid to school thinking there would be an active shooting. Just hearing as a parent myself, it's truly overwhelming. Seeing all the parents run up the hill to see if their children are okay." Susan Perkins, 68, said that her daughter and step grandson were in the school at the time of the shooting and are unhurt. Her daughter is a communications director and her step grandson is a sixth grade teacher. I talked to my daughter and she was so busy she just couldn't talk, just enough to say she was okay. I'm just shaking with fear and so sorry that this happened. I can't hardly believe that three children got killed. She described Covenant School as a small, tight-knit Christian school where everyone knows and supports each other. Allison Grippo, 40, said that she has three children that attend Covenant School. They all survived. As word spread of the mass shooting, she, like other parents, were directed to nearby Woodsmont Baptist Church. She said her children, like many others, were still speaking with investigators. We're waiting to be reunited with our kids. This is just hard to understand or put into words. We praise God in all situations, good and bad. There are around 33 staff members in the school and about 210 students. Many of those students were seen running from the building today in their school uniforms after the shooting began. Other schools in the area have gone into lockdown as a precaution, but there is not thought to be any additional threat. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee tweeted, "I am closely monitoring the tragic situation at Covenant. As we continue to respond, please join us in praying for the school congregation and the Nashville community."